eat it, just gulp it down, and then, you know. Or you could bring it with you. I just gulped it down because I'm not taking oats to a poker room.
Hey, I've seen people do it. For
no,
sure.
no, for sure. I just
especially in the mindfulness era of poker.
For sure. In position, ace-9.
And honestly, of the people who like bring their own food to the poker table, probably some, you know, the win rates are off the charts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know I listened to a podcast recently, Ben Heath talking about how he does that a bunch. Obviously, Daniel's notorious for it.
Garrett did it too. Garrett Adelstein.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I suspect pretty much everybody who brings their own food is a big winner. So maybe you should do it.
They're coming.
Top pair for both Sergio and AA here.
Ooh, spice.
That is, wow.
Crazy lineup. Come to the comments.
I believe this was 3-bet pre-flop and then check call flop. AA, interesting decision whether to bet turn or not. I could see either option being taken here.
Do you want to have fun?
He has been extremely aggressive on the button, as I've noted a few times earlier. It's probably about his 8th button 3-bet, so it makes sense that he's going for value here, but not going to work very well. I would expect Sergio to be check raising always on this board. Probably just check shove, honestly. Big pot size bet, and double flush draw. Feels like just a jam for Sergio here. And AA is not going to be very happy.
Last hour was, you know, and the first 5 minutes and the last hour. Everything in between was cruel. Everything in between was lovely. I didn't see the hand with the
Flop 2 pair. He had a pair in the first row.
But he's down the river or some shit. That's what I heard.
From a live point of view, you 3-bet the ace-9 in position. It's 9 high. You barrel flop on the turn, 9 high
when you play
still. You barrel, and then the guy out of position throws in the time chip. What's going through your mind with ace-9?
Well, now he shoves. Yeah, like I said, it's interesting because AA has been extraordinarily aggressive with button 3-bets today. So he must feel like he's, you know, he has it this time, basically. Like, he's been doing a lot of stuff on the button, and now he finally, like, has a pretty good hand and board for it. And still, he's obviously in terrible shape here. Don't know what he's going to do against this. This is a lot to call off with his hand, but yeah, I mean, totally can understand the turn barrel even for that sizing. Seems totally reasonable to me.
425.
This is our GG moment. Shout out to GG Poker, who will be. Their team's going to be in town filming the World Series ring events at the Commerce Casino in the latter half of May. The Mystery Bounty Tournament Champions, as well as the main event, maybe even more. This is one of the hands where you study too much, and you're just like, okay, there's 2 flush draws on board. Okay, he could have Jack 10 of spades. You know, I have the Ace of Diamonds blocker.
Yeah,
blocking spades.
This is an early spot for AA. Right. Yeah. There are a bunch of combo draws that Sergio could plausibly have, like, say, you know, just 10-9 of diamonds or something would make sense, or Jack 10 of diamonds, Queen 10 of diamonds, Queen Jack of diamonds. Right. AA does have the Ace of Diamonds, which does block some of the stuff that he would want to be against.
Yep.
Like an Ace 3 of diamonds or something, Ace 7 of diamonds, but pretty tough spot. Still think I lean fold. Yeah, I think the Ace of Diamonds is kind of bad to have.
Well, how about that, you know, pulling your hand back.
Call.
Ooh, called.
Just can't fault, you know. We're dealing with, like, such high level and experienced players. AA, just, you know, he needs an ace.
Yes. Needs a berry.
Shout out to Ace on the River. Nope. Yet, not tonight. I just hate those spots, and the more you study them, it's like, you know, you can convince yourself into
for sure
certain calls.
That's a very tough spot for AA. Like, yeah, I think I lean fold in his spot, but it's not at all clear.
Hey, yo, GG. That's our GG moment. So yeah, shout out to the Keller brothers, shout out to Oats Overnight. I have not finished the box you sent, but thank you. And one of these days, I will go to Arizona to see you guys again.
525.
575.
The
75.
Talking about his training schedule, his diet, and getting ready. So he was so exhausted toward the end of the last World Series, he went home early. Didn't even play all the events.
Fair enough. I mean, everybody's got to do whatever is best for themselves, and just listen to your body, listen to your, what's going on.
Pocket Kings again. Look at this.
Yep, AA 3-betting the button. I mean, this is a totally fine, normal button 3-bet here, but they're pretty deep. It'll be interesting. Sergio's going to 4-bet, and then it'll be interesting to see both what sizing he picks and how AA will react.
It's like they're passing the Pocket Kings around the table here.
Feels that way. Might need a scramble soon.
See what sizing he makes, Brian.
Okay, he goes for 35. They're very deep. They're over 30K deep here, 300 big blinds. So, yeah, big sizing makes sense. Tough spot for AA. He just folded to a 4-bet a few hands ago. Granted, it wasn't against Sergio. He's not folding. Ooh, he goes for a 5-bet. Wow. 7,000. And now will Sergio raise or call? He's definitely not folding.
That'll be the biggest show on the planet if he sits down.
I think this is a quite interesting decision for Sergio here, this deep. I think he's probably going to find a raise, but it's interesting. I mean, I haven't played a lot of 300 big blind spots like this.
AA is very aggressive.
Yes. I mean, Sergio's certainly not folding. It's just how does he best want to proceed? And, I mean, call makes sense. Maybe we just want our 5-bets to be, a click with, like, aces and ace-x bluffs only. And just always call kings. I don't know. Now let's see how AA proceeds after call. He's going to continue. Now I think Sergio's almost for sure just going to call. Although this is the kind of spot where there could be some kind of like interesting metagame leveling wars type stuff going on at times, like with a certain dynamic. Maybe Sergio could make a small raise here and try to induce something weird from AA. Ooh,
oh, that hurts. Actually picked up, it seemed like he wasn't too happy with that ace. Did you see his behavior there for a second? I mean, who would be?
I kind of missed that frame, but yeah. It's hard to tell with Sergio, honestly. From what my experience playing with him, he just kind of looks kind of stoic to me. Like
all the time?
Yeah, it's hard to, at least for me, to pick up anything like that from him.
Well, we had a close-up because we had a camera on him, but
sure.
A little different.
That makes it easier, yes, and also knowing his cards and all that. But, yeah. AA comes with somewhat, I mean, it's not a huge bet, but seems like pretty strong for the situation. Yeah, Sergio pretty quickly folds his kings. Yeah, I feel like for AA there, if he's going to bet, it should probably be something very small. That said, I mean, if Sergio had pocket kings with a club, that size would put him in a pretty awkward spot, I think.
Yeah, we're teaching a 2-day event over at Poker Go.
Well, that will be a lot of fun, yeah. I mean, as I think I've said, I know both of those guys a bit, and they're certainly phenomenal players and communicators, especially.
Yeah, I was really impressed working with Andrew one time a couple of years ago after his big win.
Which Andrew?
Andrew Moreno. Sorry, well, both of them, but Andrew Moreno had a big one. Both have had big wins in the past couple of years.
Both Andrews, so you gotta.
But Andrew Moreno had a big win, and I think it was Vegas. And just when he broke down the hands, I was really impressed. Let's get back to here. Wow.
So
big flop for Sergio. Wow.
Yeah, so they both have ace queen, but Sergio has the free roll with the nut diamond. This is
when it rains, it pours, Miguel.
Really nice spot for Sergio. That said, he checks his hand, which makes a lot of sense because he just has such a good hand. He's like just doesn't need any protection at all, basically.
Right.
Just goes for check call and totally makes sense, but yeah, this, well, yeah, no, I mean, he's still getting money in the pot. Double A is going to bet. Ooh, that's a kind of action killer turn card, though. I think Double A will probably check back on that card. No, he's going for some value. I mean, fair. It's definitely some hands he can get value from, like, you know, Queen Jack suited, Queen 10 suited, Jacks, 10s.
Sergio has had some interesting spots here in the past half hour.
That he has. All right, so he does not get the free roll. So going to chop unless somebody folds the river, which is, you know, not likely, but if Double A goes for one of those bomb bets again.
I mean, can he really call a bomb bet? What do you think? Let's see what he puts out. That's why he just see the frustration in Sergio. Just instant call.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Double A just bet like half pot or something of that nature. Yeah.
Sean Keller says a shout out to Sonia, Brian Hastings' better half.
That is true. Facts.
And he's even doing advertising for Sonia. He said, you need a good real estate agent? Hit up Sonia. I didn't know your wife was in real estate.
She was, yeah. She's, you know, she had her license in Florida. She's doing other stuff now in here. But